What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Horizon Forbidden West. In the last episode, we finally head off to the Old Growth, where we were able to rescue one of the hunters that was lost in the hunt for an Apex Claw Strider. We also started making our way to the Promontory quest, found Kalai, and apparently the person that killed her. Everyone thought that she had jumped, but evidently no, actually. She was completely... she was absolutely murdered by somebody, and we need to identify who the actual killer is by taking their seed pouch to Bree and the other members of the chorus. So we're going to land you right there. And really quickly, who is this down here, actually, that I can talk to, I wonder? I'm assuming... Oh, it's Jax. Okay, well, we'll talk to you in a minute. I'm going to actually continue working on this. So we're actually going to be killing two birds with one stone here. I'm actually going to be finishing up the Old Growth here first before we start the Promontory, because we didn't actually talk to the survivor just yet so that they can see that their friend made it. And then we'll actually be able to be done with that quest. We'll talk to Bree here in just a second. Let's see. I'm going to go up this way.
Not until I hear from Aloy.
Also, yeah, I'm about to call you out on your bullshit here soon. Don't you worry.
Seed pouches. Aloy, Lao has come back to us thanks to you. Is it safe to send out another hunting party?
It's never going to be completely safe out there, but the Claw Strider is dead. Here, the seed pouches.
I'll see that these are returned to their families for planting and remembrance. I'm sure Lao and Ven would like to thank you in person. You can find them at the Grove. It's been an honor, Aloy. May the land be kind to you.
There it is. All right. The Old Growth is finally complete. We'll have to go and talk to Lao and Ven a little bit later. But now, let's talk to Bree.
That's Kalai's. You found it.
Bree. Kalai didn't fall. She was murdered.
What?
I went up to the promontory. I found Kalai and the body of the woman who killed her.
That's impossible. The search party already checked up there. There was nothing.
The bodies were in a separate clearing, away from where the search party checked. A stalker had mauled her while she was trying to hide Kalai's body.
Who was she?
I was hoping you would know. I brought back her seed pouch.
Belongs to Lina. Kel's apprentice. I don't understand. Why would she do this?
Maybe we should ask Kel.
But she... You, there. Where is Kel?
I saw her leave out the east gate about an hour ago.
She's going home. Summerwind.
She's running away? She needs to stand trial.
I can catch her. Where is this place?
Look for a ruined settlement at our southern border. It's her childhood home. We will get the guards and try to catch up with you.
All right, we'll actually come back here to talk to Jackson, Lai, and Ven a little bit later, because we obviously have something else to take care of here, and we got to go fast. So I'm going to glide down here, and then we'll call our Sunwing to catch us here, and off to Summerwind we go. There's no way that she is getting away in time. It's not too far away from here, thankfully. Literally just over on the other side of these trees, and we should be fine. And there are some buildings right over this way, and an unknown campfire that we can hit.
Where is Kel?
That is a good question. Let's look.
Aloy, it's Kotala. I've heard that the red scum clogging up the rivers has cleared in much of the Lowland clan's territory. But for some reason, the water around their capital, Thornmarsh, remains polluted. Perhaps this is something you could help with.
Yeah, maybe. I'll look into it when I can.
Well, we'll get over to Thornmarsh at some point, Kotala. Don't you worry.
Keep your hands out of the soil, could you? So now everyone knows. It was only a matter of time once you went up that cliff.
You stood right next to the man whose wife you had murdered and told him to move on.
I never wanted any of this to happen.
Then why?
Calais sowed the seeds of discord. She wanted the Utaru to leave Plainsong, abandon our home. If that thought caught on, it would have been more destructive than any sickness or machine.
So you had her killed?
There is a natural order to all things. Growth, decay, death. It's the way of the world. A tree cannot pick up its roots, so I stopped what was threatening us. And I'm sorry it came to it. But it's over now.
I'm gonna make sure you pay for all the suffering you've caused.
Too late.
You think you stopped Kalai's beliefs from spreading? But when people hear what you did, they'll cast aside the old ways even more.
No.
And you won't be around to do anything about it.
No! She needed to stand trial! Kalai deserves justice.
Kel thought that silencing Kalai would silence her beliefs. Prove her wrong. That will give Kalai justice.
It isn't much, but I want you to have this. As thanks. I won't have to spend the rest of my days wondering what happened to Kalai.
Blighted are the leaves. 3 of our people, dead. And for what? I admit it. I never wanted you among us. But now, it seems I must thank you for revealing the rot that had taken hold here.
I'm sorry it had to happen this way.
At least with the rot removed, new growth can thrive.
Wow. That was just sad and depressing. Goodness. It seems they both have more to say on the situation, but I don't know. Are we going to be able to talk to them now?
I'll plant Kalai's seed pouch in Plainsong. You made that possible.
I'll make sure Kel's body is properly seen to.
I don't know about properly with that one. She kind of sucks, but whatever. All right, let's get the heck on out of here, and we're going to head back to Plainsong one last time. Let's get on over there, and we're going to just kind of talk to everybody in there, see to an end to some of these quests, and then we're going to head north, actually. In fact, I'm going to set our marker so that we know where we're going. It's going to be all the way up there. We will head that way in due time, don't you worry. Now, really quickly, let's see. I want to find Jax, but I also wanted to find the other 2. Yep, I think those are them right there. Hold on a moment. Cool. All right, let's hit up here.
Lo and Ven, reunited after the old growth.
There she is, the hunter that saved my sorry rump.
I'm glad she did. I shouldn't have left you out there.
Enough of that. If you hadn't run, you'd be dead, and no use to anyone.
He's right. That Claw Strider was a killer.
Thank you, Outlander. You saved us both. I wouldn't have been able to live with the guilt.
What's next then? Thunderjaw? A Stormbird?
More like a nap.
Sleep well then. You deserve it.
Aw. Aloy, we need to give you that nap, damn it. You definitely deserve it. All right, let's go find Jax really quickly. And Corey, was that what his name? Kote? I can't remember. I think it was Corey. He's probably out playing his music still, and I do want to say hi to him before we move on here. And he was somewhere in the back performing a little concert for everybody. So it'd be nice to see how this all sort of concludes here in Plainsong.
Hey, Lord. Here to enjoy some of Corey's music?
I see he's very popular.
The Utaru can't get enough of the boy's talents. Even the chorus is impressed. And Corey seems happy.
I'm glad to hear that. I'll leave you two to it then.
May the 10 guard your way.
Just glad Corey was able to find a place within the clan. That's awesome. All right, out we go. Now, if you don't mind, Sunwing, catching me. I think it's a little further over that way. There it is, just before I got to the ground. All right, let's go flying. We got a lot of ground to cover. So, I guess a lot of sky to cover in this case. 2 more things left to get here in the Utaru lands before we start making our way into Tanakh territory. I mean, we got still plenty of time in this episode. We're going to be making our way actually towards Kotalo's quest, as a matter of fact, the one where he wanted to fashion himself a new arm. That is the first objective once we get into Tanakh lands. I promise you that. It's going to be absolutely worth it if we can get there as well. Now, as for what this is exactly, I actually genuinely don't know where this particular thing is supposed to be. Let's see down here. I'm going to make my way down. Is it a sunken cavern? I believe it is. Restless Weald. Okay. Well, have we not been into this one yet? I thought I had. If I can actually go up on this thing really quickly. Well, it's not cleared, so this must be the way we're supposed to go. Let's see what we can find. Get ourselves some more green shine, which I actually do need pretty badly here. So we got a couple of paths to take. I'm going to go left first, since we're already kind of pointed in that direction. See, and maybe we'll be able to get a whole bunch of this. Hopefully we can get some of the bigger chunks around here, because I could also use those as well for some of my upgrades, particularly for my weapons and whatnot. Okay, nope, this just took me out of the cavern, so maybe not the way to go. There is a chest here, at the very least, which is good. So I will take that. I also hate that it keeps defaulting to the Hunting Grounds quest. In fact, I'm going to set What Was Lost as our next quest destination just to make this whole scenario a little bit easier. All right, let's go down in then. Further deeper. Oh, there's some green shine actually right there that I seem to have missed on my way in. Just some silver, though. Not that I need much of that. I already have plenty of those. Ooh, we got Fire Gleam here. All right, this seems promising. I just hope there's a lot in here. And the good thing you're pushed enough away. Come on, there you go. All right, let's head on inside. Yeah, I'm sure swimming right past those falling rocks was a smart idea, but doesn't seem to affect her. So I guess that's all that matters. All right, we got one up here, another silver. Again, not super needed, but we still need to get it if we want to actually clear this place. There's an up path and a down path. Let's go up first. Is that... Well, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should go down, because that's probably the way out, isn't it? Deeper is better. All the way. There we go. And just keep an eye peeled. Okay, I couldn't tell if that was more green shine there. Oh, there we go. There's some. There's actually 2 sets, actually. I do need that cluster really badly. That I'm going to be using on a... actually, for a particular merchant that I'm going to be saving for later. Okay, I think that was everything in this room. Now let's go back up. Pretty sure that was everything. Let me just make sure that there's no scannables down here. Nope, we seem to be good. Let's go up. I like how it's still like telling me where my Sunwing is at around here. I think that's kind of funny. It's just circling overhead. The Sunwing is very protective, okay? It's just making sure that I'm okay. And I appreciate that. I really like my Sunwing. And it's funny too, because I really hated those things when I first got the ability in my main playthrough. I wasn't a fan of the way that they actually controlled, but now I absolutely love them. All right, let's make sure there's no machines in here. There are machines in here. Okay, we got burrowers. I mean, I'm not too particularly worried about that thing, so let's just hit you with that. There. All right, now let's start getting some of these green shine pieces. That's all I have to worry about. Got a chunk. Okay, Ancient Valuables box. Cool, cool. Let's climb on up. Got another big one here. This one's probably a chunk. Yep. And that's it. All right, that is the Restless Weald completed. It looks like there is another way out of here, which I am going to head on up to and open up with some Fire Gleam. And then we can call this an area. And I think that actually accounts for both of the question marks in this area, if I'm not mistaken. So back up. Why is that still so close? That's like as far as I could go. Jeez. But all right, that should do it. Now we're out in a clearing. And it looks like I can actually rappel down here. So why don't I do that? Not a super far rappel. Cutting it close there a little, Aloy. You probably could have been just as well off jumping. All right, let's go up and let's see. Oh, no, there is another question mark we can actually hit along the way. Well, let's go get our Sunwing out once again, and then we can fly on up that way. Just a moment. It'll take me for a ride, although there is, if I see it correctly, there's some data here. Let's take a look at this. Pack your holo bags. No, seriously, I had pictures of Harriet Choi printed on my absorption pads. Now every time I lose bladder control, she's the one with the sense of doom. The new gene treatment, though, is it helping? I'm not scheduled for mine yet. Yeah, it's repaired some of the nerve damage, but who's interested in really curing Doom Plague now? This is us, trapped for the rest of our lives. True, but not as trapped as we were. Hey, what holo trip do you want to go on next? That's all I think about. Then tell me, where are you planning on going? Not sure. Maybe Wyoming? Wyoming? Yeah, you need to think bigger. You mean like Montana? I mean like anywhere. This is holo travel. We can go overseas. Overseas? Yes, we could go to Europe or China or the moon. What's there to see on the moon? At least Wyoming still has a few animals. Fair point. Wyoming it is then. Hey man, don't knock Wyoming. They have some really cool native creatures known as cattle and hostile winds. And that's about it. Oh, and truckers. Can't forget truckers. One of the most common wild animals in Wyoming. All right, let's get out of here. And head off to the last area that we're probably going to hit in this episode. We will start the actual quest probably in the next episode. Oh, goodness me. So all the way up. This one seems to be backed into the corner. Probably going to be a metal flower or possibly some fire gleam. Here we go. Let's drop down. That looks like a metal flower to me.
Must have dropped the flowers and then crashed.
Wait, what Dreadwing carcass? What are we talking about here? I'll have to take a look here in a second. Let me install this.
Thanks for giving way.
Let's see what we got.
Some of the vines are gone, but the land god's still trapped.
Wait, land god? Hold on a moment. What is this? What is going on here? Is this part of what I think it is? No, it's not. But there's some sort of... I mean, there is a land god up here of some description. Maybe we can get it out. Hold on. There's some fire gleam up here. There was a Dreadwing carcass. Well, this is something we're definitely going to want to do some exploring on. Hold on. I mean, I would like to get it out of here, if possible. Looks like there's another metal flower up there. Oh, you. Oh, yes, you are very trapped. Okay, well, we'll get you out. Hold on a moment. Okay, I see another metal flower. We're going to open all these up. Try to get it out. Just a moment while I climb. Sorry about that cut. All right, let's continue. Get this thing open. Let's install that. There we go. And that should open the way through here a little bit. I don't know if this is actually taking me on the right path. Oh, it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's see. Now I can make my way up. Interesting. This is not something I was expecting to run into at all. But we're going to get this problem solved. See if we can get this land god out of here. Definitely need to. Ow! Jeez. All right, is that enough? It looks like it. I freed it. But now what? I wonder if this has something to do with something else. This land god doesn't seem to want to move all that much. Interesting. Maybe Zoe knows something about this. Well, I'll just leave it be. It's probably in a really bad way. Also, there's a metal flower that we need to open up here as well. Maybe we'll find more in due time. We might have to re-free this thing a little bit later. Oh, I can't get over it like that, can I? Hold on. Pull yourself all the way up, Aloy. All the way up. There you go. Now jump over it. And then we can break this one open. And this will at least leave us a path. I can't remember if we've already done this before. But I'm going to do it regardless. Or maybe it can get out now? No, it doesn't seem interested in moving. I think it's stuck there. We might have been doing something here a little bit too early. All right, then. I guess we're going to be heading up this way. There is actually a settlement that we're going to be hitting on the way over in that direction. Probably going to be necessary. I'm not going to mess with those bristlebacks and rebels. They can kind of have their own fight. Thank you very much. Let's fly up if we can. If you want to just go straight vertical, just hold R1, and this will take you all the way up. You don't need to be in constant motion to actually do that, just FYI. But yeah, that is a little trick from me to you. But we're going to be heading on over this way. A little bit of an anticlimactic end, as apparently there is a land god there that we cannot free. But I'm assuming that has something to do with Zoe's request. So we will have to check in on that once we get the second verse started. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one, where we should be able to meet up with Kotalo, and help him with his arm situation. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all then.